what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Happy
Hey,
Wednesday. Happy hump day. Hey,
happy hump
girlfriend Peggy.
day. Yes. How you
Oh,
doing,
girlfriend
beautiful?
Peggy.
Hmm?
Hi, beautiful. I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm well. I'm well. I'm well. I'm well. No complaints.
Yes.
Well,
Yes,
I'm
you
a little
are.
tired. I'm feeling a little tired, but guess what? I got
Listen,
3 free days ahead of me, so I am ready for R&R.
you don't even know how to act.
No, ma'am.
You know, Peggy and I, in what is supposed to be our golden years, have taken on some major responsibilities, and we're supposed to be like kick back and lounging around, going out to sleeping late, going out to brunch, staying up at night, watching TV, eating snacks in the bed, stuff like that,
Right.
and we are working our asses off. I'm telling
Well,
you, the
let's
the
just thank
the
God that we can.
you
Listen,
know
I had
what?
planned on taking at least 1 or 2 trips up to Atlanta this year. Well, actually, in sometime in last between last year and this year, I wanted to do a little bit of traveling. I don't do much traveling, but to get in the car and drive to Atlanta is not too far of a drive.
No, no,
And I have other relatives up there too as well. So I wanted to do at least 1 or 2 little, short trips, but not happening.
not happening.
Not happening.
Not happening. Well, baby, it's cold up here. Last couple of
Yeah,
days
you
have been
told me that. I
cold.
was like, what?
It's been in the 40s. It's like fall. It's nothing like spring.
Oh wow. Oh, we all sunny and warm up here. I got my flower shirt on. I don't do flowers too often, but I got my little flower shirt on, and yeah, it's nice and warm. It's beautiful today.
Yeah. You look like a beautiful spring day. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I have on a sweater. And
Okay.
truth be told, and quiet as it's kept, I got my heater on right here down here by my feet because it's
Okay.
cold.
You gotta keep warm, baby. You gotta keep warm. I have me small heaters around in my room too, because when the rest of the house complaining it's too hot, guess what? I can keep my room as warm as I want it.
Exactly. Well, in
Mm-hmm.
my house, here's how it goes. If the air isn't on, then the fan for the house is on, the thing that
Mm-hmm.
circulates the air. And when it's
Mm-hmm.
cool, to me, it feels just like air conditioning. All
Mm-hmm.
right. But my daughter, she be hot from like her waist up and cold from like her knees down. So she has on the fan in the house, the fan in her bedroom, and the heater.
Oh wow.
And then and then we can separate upstairs and downstairs. So sometimes the heat is on downstairs and the air is on upstairs, and and people have on a fan, don't have I mean, it's wild, all kind of temperature things going on over here. But
Yeah.
baby, God bless the child that's got his own, because I got my heater, and it's a good little thing. It's almost
Mm-hmm.
better than a man.
Ooh, I don't know if I say all that, but yeah,
So
I love a heater.
listen, my man crazy
Look,
ass ain't gonna say that no heater is better than a man.
look, a good heater is easy to find. A good man ain't. Hmm.
You better say it again.
I'm sorry, I'm eating some chips. Walmart gave me. I went to pick up my order. They gave me a free a gift, a little gift bag with a Gatorade and a bag of chips in it. I didn't eat anything. I've been around here moving around. I went out for a couple of hours, so I'm kind of just getting back in here and trying to get some things situated. And I really didn't eat, so I'm just snacking on these chips and chips, and I got my little beverage here. So I'll be doing that throughout the show.
Oh, okay. Well, enjoy yourself, honey. Enjoy yourself. I wish I could have me a chip.
Yes, have one.
And thank you. Mm, But I had me some chips earlier this week. I had me some chips. Shout out to all the Raw Talkers in the building. Much love to you. I just love when we go on, the notification comes up on my phone, and I say, "Ooh!" If folks who know us and love us are just following us on YouTube or Facebook, then they get the notification. We're on Raw Talk on Facebook. Become part of the family. On YouTube, it's Real as Women. That is
Mhm.
where the acronym RAW comes from. Real as Women. And the reason why we had to do that is because there were so many raw things on YouTube. Raw this, raw that, fighting and all kind of stuff. And so on YouTube, we are Real as Women Raw Talk. Please go and subscribe and like and comment and share and all of that good stuff. But we got some hot. It's hot tonight. It's hot. It's hot and sexy tonight. It's hot
Okay.
and sexy tonight. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: if you're a mature woman, if you're a cougar, or you're a saint, whatever it is, your little toes might get stepped on during the night. It's all right though. We only gonna
Ooh.
step on one foot because we know you. If hopefully
It's
you have.
delicate. It's delicate. We know the feet delicate. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
delicate.
tender.
It's sensitive. It's very sensitive, you know. And so of course we've been talking about the brother husband thing. This is not the first time this year that we've talked about it. And if
Right.
you remember the TV show Sister Wives,
Uh-huh.
where the man had multiple wives, and he had some of them all living in the house together, and then some had their own house down the street or around the corner or whatever it was. But he was knocking it down and taking care of folks. And those were our nice white counterparts doing that. And which is not to say that black people don't do it too, but anyway, the show was about white folks doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them have that as part of their religion, or they that they believe in doing that. So now we have brother husband. If you have a sister wife, then of course you got to be on the other side of the coin. You got to have you a brother husband. Ugh, uh, So the men have the brother husbands. The man is
Mm-hmm.
the husband, and then the extra men are his brothers. But the men are husband. All of them are husband to the woman.
Okay.
Child, please. And these women are running around
Interesting,
here.
girl. Interesting.
It's interesting. What's crazy to me is that it's so difficult for so many women to find a man with whom they are compatible. What you say, girlfriend Peggy?
One good man, one that's
One,
compatible. Yeah.
one,
One. One.
one man
Yeah.
that one, and that you like enough and or fall in love with. Just finding one that you can be compatible with. And
Mm-hmm.
these women,
She has two, and they willing to bring in a third.
yes,
Ah,
yes,
can you imagine?
yeah, no,
I'm
yes,
just like I'm
no.
trying to imagine that in my household. Two husbands, me, a third husband coming in, and they saying, "Hey, if you want to have private company in your room, it's okay." I'm going like, what y'all think this is?
What what the hell y'all got going on? What the hell
Oh,
y'all got going
baby.
on? What the hell? What in
What
the
the
hell?
what?
And so it's a TV show on TLC called Seeking Brother Husband. You know me. I'm always guilty of not doing my complete homework, but you can see full episodes on there, and there are multiple couples that are sharing their experience. You've got a white woman who has a white husband and a black second husband. You've got
Mm-hmm.
a black, well, two black women that have black husbands. I think one of them already has three. The other one is working on three. And then you have another young lady of another ethnicity. She might be Latin or some, So they kind of mix it up a little bit. What I haven't seen is a black woman with a white man. They don't have a black woman on there that has a white husband who lets her have other men, or who has a black husband who lets her also have a white husband. They haven't. I don't. That hasn't happened yet.
Happened yet that we've seen.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm telling you, it takes some special people. And here's the catch. She has sex with all of her husbands, but they don't have sex with any other woman. So she flits around between the 2 or 3 of them. And in the case of one of them, now she's going to have her own room, and she'll be able to bring in random company as she chooses. I am going to be watching this show. I'm going to be keeping an eye on her. We're going to be reporting on them, girlfriend Peggy. What they doing next.
Ooh,
because how do you have time? I want to know what's the checkout thing? Like, do you not have sex until this person comes with their paperwork? And if you're going to be doing random men, what's the waiting period? You're dating them. All right. So you're going out, and I'm thinking dating. When I'm thinking dating, I'm thinking no sex. So at some point, you're dating to see if you want to be with this person and want to have sex with this person. How long do you wait before you have sex with a new partner? Or is she just going to go out and then she could come home at night and bring home, a stray man, and just do what? And how do you ensure that she's using protection? So first, does he have to get tested? And then even being tested, you still need to use protection.
You know what? That getting tested business is just like a background check. You can do a background check on somebody and they can show up sparkling clean with nothing in their background and commit a murder in the next week after you get the background check or in between. Okay. So that the text for STD is pretty much the same thing. They could be clean on paper. They test could come back perfectly good, clean, everything. But guess what? They go out 2 nights ago and get drunk and have random sex with Sally Sue or Henry. And guess what? They got all kind of things jumping around now. Now they coming back to get with you. Hey, my test clean. My test showed up clean. It's no certainty.
No.
There's nothing proof positive. Nothing proof positive.
No. Never. Like never. Ever. But and so here's one of them. Here's Kenya and her husbands.
In the 12th year of our marriage, Carl and I decided that I was going to have multiple partners because I had met and fallen for another guy. So I came back and reported that to Carl.
So we decided to talk about it. Like, what do we do? How do we go about this? And that began a 2-year journey of Kenya and I just kind of discussing things. We just had to figure things out. So we discussed it for a number of years. I finally came into the knowledge and understanding about feminine, expression, and realized you have to allow women to be free and express themselves. And as a man, I need to support her in doing that.
I met Tiger at a Halloween party. He was dressed as Tiger Woods, and he was looking hot and sexy.
Well, I came out and had a dance with you, so we had a nice little romantic, slow dance. It was real nice.
Yes.
And so I decided, I'm going to pursue this. I'm going to see where this leads to.
Right. So those just go right up there, and then the green painting goes in the center.
All right.
I'm super multifaceted. It feels like Carl fits one part of who I am, philosophical and spiritual, and we have these deep conversations. And then the other part is like thrill-seeking, excitement, traveling, and that's who Tiger fits. But I'm both of those people in one body. So I like to have those multiple partnerships.
Is it one nail for each painting?
It's probably gonna be 2. Let's do the big painting first.
We're all basically trailblazers in this way, and we all support each other. And that's why I'm so ready to support Tiger and Kenya whenever they need support in their relationship or anything else.
I think a lot of what people see on a day-to-day is kind of like the whys. Why would anybody do that? Why would that man invite you into his house and have you with his wife? Why? It's a benefit to have another person there. It's a benefit to have somebody that you can kind of relate to, that you can trust, versus just having some random person come in
Or cheating,
just
lying, hiding, sneaking.
it really adds a lot of serenity to the home.
A lot of guys that I meet are, I always start out by telling guys that I meet, I already am in 2 long-term marriages.
How do they react to that?
Most react well. Oh, I'm dating because I'll always be dating. It's just fun. What can I say? It's hard to explain this because it feels like this is not rocket science. We all love attention, energy, relationships, and love.
Yeah, we do. Hey, Raw Talkers, what's going on? Y'all mighty quiet tonight. Y'all mighty quiet tonight. What the hell is going on with y'all? Yeah. And when you went
She
to
said
the
she was
Halloween,
always going to be dating. She is always going to be dating. That sister got it made in the shade. Because we laughed and we talked about having a team, right? Some time ago. It take 2, 3, 4, 5 men to make one man these days. And we talked about having a man that for sex, for finances, traveling and eating dinner and all those other things. But honey, they really have taken it to another level. Husbands, where's she living that she can get married to 2 different men at the same time?
well, I think she's married legally to one. And then to the other one, I don't think it's I don't think it's no.
Okay, so they just give them that title of second husband.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm trying to get that out, and they trying to get a third, and I'm like, you can marry 3 men now? When did all this start? So
Yeah.
okay. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
so the other 2 they come in kind of play.
Yeah, she's working on a third. I saw the third one. Yeah. It's somebody who she was in relationship with some time ago. And so now he's coming back into the picture.
Ooh.
We'll talk about it. Let's see, how he makes out. But so yeah, she's serious about husband number 3, and bringing somebody in. It's quite an interesting mindset that the men have. Her husband to say, I recognize that she needs to express her feminine energy, or that type of thing. It's like, But they said
I was thinking, ooh, what planet did he come from? He's so cool and open and just down with it. Like, what? Yeah, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I had no idea there were men out there that were so open. For real. Because I know men to be territorial. That's my woman, that's my wife. They don't want to. So like I would feel, like I said, I would feel some type of way knowing that my husband was good with sharing me with another man, or had no problem with me going out and dating and bringing home a random guy. Like, really? You cool with that? Yeah. That's really, really weird to me.
Right. And then you find a second person who is willing to do that. And then a third person who's
that's
willing to
down with
do
that.
that.
She in heaven. And you saw what she was doing, right?
Sitting down and making
You
them
saw what that
hang
sister was
pictures.
doing. She was playing the queen role, honey. Just like, yeah, put the big one up in the middle and the two on the side. And she wasn't moving. Like, that's all you got to do is keep yourself together, keep yourself up and pretty and looking fabulous for your men, and pretty much let them do the things that you need them to do. And you
Yep,
take care of them. You do the
yep.
cooking or whatever they want. And they probably fighting to cook for her and do
Ooh,
for her and rub her feet. I mean, she the
ooh,
queen.
ooh,
She the queen.
ooh. Yes.
So you got one rubbing your feet and the other one massages out the together. Is that heaven or what?
I certainly hope so.
Oh my God.
I certainly hope so.
Woo!
But
I
they
don't
didn't.
know, girl.
Yeah, I hope so. I can't wait to find out more about their actual sex lives, and the money. I think there's something about there's some financial security that's going on there too. How
Yeah.
much better you can live as three, how much more financially secure you can be.
Three people fitting the bill. Ooh, yes, child. Oh my God.
and
And
she
they
just
might be
goes
the type
out
of men
dating.
that say, "Hey, we don't want you paying a dime. Your money is your money. You make your money, you save it, you invest it, you do what you want to do with it, and we got you. We got this. You know what I'm saying? So it's even lighter on the two of them when they're two men splitting the finances of everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she just goes shopping and get her hair done and get glittery stuff put on her eyes, get her makeup done. That's and probably trying to figure out where she's going next. I wonder when she goes out, does she go out with other women? Or when she's out with them, does she do as much looking at other men and trying to get the attention of other men? Does she go out with both of them at the same time? Or do they go out on separate dates? But for somebody who's going to always be dating, I wonder how she conducts herself when she's with them. Does she give them, either one of them, her undivided attention and respect while she's out, and then she only does her seeking when she's alone? Because apparently she's going out to party and do
Yeah,
all of
she
that
met
kind of
Tiger
stuff.
at a
Huh?
Halloween party. I said, yeah, she met Tiger at a Halloween party.
Yep.
So was the first husband there with her, or he okay? He cool with her doing that, meeting somebody and getting connected and giving phone numbers out so you could talk to them and date them? Apparently so.
Apparently so. Apparently so. It's very interesting,
Yes, it is.
to
Could you
say
do
the least.
that? Could
Huh?
could you could you do that? Could you do that? Have two husbands or possibly three?
Probably.
You probably could.
Probably.
You probably could.
Probably.
But at some point, that would be like a real chore. I mean, one husband is more than enough for me to deal with, really, in all aspects. But to have two, it would seem a bit chore-ish.
Yeah,
CHOREIS.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
It
CHORE.
would be like a chore.
It
It's
would become very chorish
because it's
for
a
me. Like
responsibility. Yeah.
it would seem like
Yeah.
a lot of work on my part. I might feel like my main and only job is to, like I say, stay pretty clean and sexy. So you can have sex with them when they come home and they're ready to have sex with you or something. I wouldn't like it.
Well,
It wouldn't work for me.
I think you're putting too much pressure on the sex part. I, you
I
know,
probably am, but men like sex. Men like sex, right?
Yeah.
Each one their separate times, separate nights, or whatever. So you each one night or 2 nights a week. That's 4 nights in the week gone. So you got 3 nights to yourself. But you're looking for a third. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Well, that's a woman whose, sexual frequency, vibration
high,
runs high.
very high, very
Yeah,
high.
it's just
Yeah,
high, and
yeah,
that's not unusual. A lot of people are, it's not just the men. And I think that's the misunderstanding, to think that women don't want sex, and that women don't
right,
want a lot of sex, and that
right,
women don't enjoy having sex with different men, because different men
right,
sex you differently. And
right,
so, women, to think that a woman wouldn't enjoy that, wouldn't enjoy the pleasure of exploring that, is is false. But that's the false narrative that we paint, because if you like anything else other than one man only, and one man at a time, and one man in a missionary position until the day you die, anything outside of that, now you're a slut, and you're a whore, and you're all of that other kind of stuff. Then you get the names thrown at you.
yeah,
So, but to think that women don't like, want, and enjoy sex, and don't find having a various relationships. See, she's in various relationships, and she said she gets fulfilled from her husband with the philosophical part. He stimulates her mind. I
right,
don't know what his sexual ability is,
right.
but he stimulates her mind, while Tiger, on the other hand, satisfies her need for fun and adventure.
Picture. Yep.
That sort of thing. And another man
Mhm.
will come along, and he'll have another flavor on him. That
Right.
is something that she likes,
Like,
because she says she's multifaceted, and for the most part, we all are. But
we
she
all are.
is, yeah, she's feeding hers. She feeding that monster. She figured out how to do it. But she was very fortunate to find a partner who was in agreement with that.
Hmm.
But they talked about it for 2 years before they implemented it.
Okay. And
You
like I
know,
was saying, is this something you put on your dating site when you or your first conversation, or I guess shortly after the first conversation? After you say, "Hey, I got two husbands, I'm looking for a third." That just sounds funny for me to even say it.
it's kind of wild. That's wild. Ain't that wild? Ain't that wild, Diva? Hey, Diva Gail. Well, welcome to the show, baby. We talking. You know what we talking about. Could you do it, Gail? Could you see yourself having more than one husband, or at a time? Is that something? Is that something you could do? I don't know. That's what we want to know. That's what we're talking about tonight. We're trying to find out who can do that, and if they would like it. Let us know, Gail. Inquiring minds
Mhm.
want to know. Let's see what Gail had to say. Um, she said, "Yes, it's wild, girl. We know it's wild. We want to know if you could do it. Could you
Can
do
you do
that?
that? Yeah.
Could you see yourself having two husbands
And a possible third?
and a possible third?" Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And they are all,
Oh man.
I don't know. She said she
Listen,
don't
I'm
know.
not
She said
trying
she
to
never
be
thought
greedy.
about it.
She said she don't know.
She said she don't know.
Never
She
thought
said, I don't
about it. Yeah.
know. I never thought about it. She said, but it's the thing now,
Right.
you
It's a
know.
new day. People thinking about many things, and multiple partners is something that's It's probably gonna be. We're gonna see. It's gonna become more of a norm, I guess.
I suppose.
I'm sure it's gonna
I,
spread.
well, we're going to keep up. We're going to keep up with the Seeking Husband, the Seeking Brother Husband crew, and see how that progresses. Because they paint a great picture, but you can't tell me that it is hunky dory all the time. There have to be some issues that you have to work through, fight through, cry through, get an understanding about. You know, mm-mm. And so how
You
you
can't
resolve
tell me there's
conflict.
no jealousy. Nobody ain't jealous of nothing. Everything good. Like really?
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Because if you have any feelings at all for each other, you're going to have some kind of
So the
some.
first husband is there, and the second husband come home, and he walk up to her while she at the stove and kiss her behind her ears and hug her and rub on her butt a little bit and just squeeze her. Hey, baby, how was your day today? Blah blah blah. You see this all the time. That's not going to eventually bother you. Yeah, I'm just not a sharing person. I guess if you a sharing person, that would be easy. That is it's an understood thing, I guess. But I'm not a sharing person. I don't want to share the person that I'm dealing with. I don't want to share them. I don't want to see them being intimate and having moments with other people in my face. I don't want to see that.
Mm-mm.
I'm not that easy spirited, I guess. I don't know what you call that, but I'm not that person.
No, her say her ain't the one. Her ain't the one.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm,
I don't
can't
want to
do it.
slap
Well,
somebody.
we'll continue the conversation and see how it goes as things progress on the show. But there was something else that
Right.
girlfriend Peggy came across and shared with me and said, "Hey, we need to talk about this because this chick got something to say." And
Okay.
and she throwing shade on the old women.
On the older women, yeah.
Yeah, she
On
throwing
the,
all that
on the
shade
older
on the
women.
older women. Hold on, who had said
Hmm.
something? What you wanted to say, Gail? Gail says that she doesn't think it's something that she would be interested in. She says she's really not that free spirited. I know, I know you, Gail.
Me too.
You be done
Me
stabbed a
either.
bitch in the side of the neck.
No, I'm not sweet spirited that like that. I can be sweet to one, but I can't be sweet to all two of y'all. Somebody gonna get on my damn nerve. I'm gonna get irritated with you, and may lean toward one more than the other one. It's something that's not gonna be equal. I don't know. It just
Something that's
I
not
don't know.
going to be equal all the time, all the
Yeah,
time.
something
But
gonna go wrong.
yeah, so if you're over 50 and you're looking for a husband, this chick say don't call her, don't ask her no more for no damn advice. Here we go.
Single women who are over 50 years old who have been reaching out to me for wife coaching tips, I'm no longer taking them. Don't pay the money through my website because I'm just going to refund it to you. I've had a couple of experiences this week, and here's why. Most of you, not all, but 99% of the women who are 53 and older, specifically 53, 55, 57, 59, 61, 64, in those age brackets, have been the most challenging for me to coach because the standards are unrealistically high. I get that you're old school and I get that your mom raised you to only interact with gentlemen, but most of the men who do all of the stuff that you're wanting are dead, or they're not looking for 55 or 57-year-old women. There are some younger men who do that, and you don't want an old man because he can't perform in bed. Well, the younger men don't want an older woman because some of you have arthritis, some of you have missing teeth, you have gray hair, you have grandkids. Like, you got to be realistic and balanced in your thinking. So listen, the other thing is these social media dating sites or whatever you call these things. I've seen modernized female whores in those sites, meeting strange men, having sex with them. You don't know them. And I'm talking about women of God. You've got to make some shifts and some changes in how you think and how you process if you want to be married. Now, if you just want to be somebody's jump off and you just want to be somebody's cougar, or somebody's
She was going for it, wasn't she? Listen. She said our expectations are too high. Hi, my sweetheart. Hi, my darling. Hey, Kim. Yes, most
Hey,
definitely. Kim, you gotta let me know if you would have more than one husband. You think your husband would let you have another husband in the house? All of y'all in there running around? I don't think so. Yeah, but this young lady says, "Hey, don't ask me for no more, tips on becoming a wife because your expectations are too high." What you think
no
about that,
counseling. Yeah, she
Dorothy?
don't want to counseling.
You think we have our expectations are too high because I want a man to be manly, because I
And
want him
gentlemanly.
to protect and provide, because I like it when he opens the door for me. I like it when he holds my chair. I like it when he, gives me his arm to hold while we're walking or takes me by my hand while we're walking together and not run off in front of me like there's a goddamn fire somewhere and leave me behind. I'm not talking about anybody, but if you think I'm talking about you, then I am.
Well,
Anyway,
I think the gist of what she was saying was that she's not going to be counseling with those women anymore because they are very difficult in their expectations. I guess she's saying expecting to find a man that is going to provide for you and treat you like a queen and just have one woman, which is you. They not trying to take care of older women. They're the older men with money and high income earners are most likely looking for younger women, to spend their money
listen, they
on
don't have
travel
to
with.
be they ain't got to be no high income earner. All they need to have
Well,
is a job, and they will still, they'll do at 40,000 what they'll do at 400,000. And most of them are not even, there's 1% of the population of men that make that kind of money, and they are not running into them. They ain't meaning those men, so they treating the 40, $50,000 man like that. They want all of that from him.
well, like I said, she's saying that, hey, our expectations of wanting a man to provide for us is a little bit too high. Damn it, I want him to provide, protect, and do all these things. She said we older women, we have arthritis. We got back problems. Can't get up and move as quick and fast. They want to go zip lining and mountain climbing, and we can't do all these things. So we need to kind of pipe it down a little bit because what she's saying is we getting on her damn nerve. Getting on my nerve with these high expectations, thinking you finna get Mr. King Tut coming through here to take care of you, and you're not.
And you're
Like she
not.
telling us to just stop it. She telling us to just knock it off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm with you. I'm with it when it's right. I'm with it when it's right. My take on dating a younger man, a man that's 10 years or more younger than me, especially if he's 15 or 20 years or 33 years or whatever. My take on that is that I don't take it seriously. I don't even go into it thinking, oh, this is going to be my man. I feel like I know what it is going in, for those reasons, because I can get dressed up, I can get cleaned up, yeah, but there's some days that I'm gonna look and feel and walk and act like the old ass woman I am. There's some days when that thing is, on and popping, baby. But don't let the smooth taste fool you. I have my downtime. I have time in between when I haven't colored my hair, that type of thing. And no, you can't. You can't do all of the sexual positions with me that you do with a young girl. It's not going to happen because when you put my leg all the way back and make the my foot touch the headboard, I'm gonna go.
Well, you polite then, because I know a lot of
I
women
mean,
would
like,
be
but
a lot
they're
of
thinking like,
women be like,
hey,
get your
hey, you hurt my leg. Kim, Kim said, she said about the extra husband, she said, oh girl, no. She said, I don't want that. She said, I can only deal with one husband. With the one, can't hardly do the one. Can't hardly do the one sometimes. But I think and then when you say cougar, what do you think about what do you think a cougar is?
what I believe they think a cougar is an older woman that entertains, dates, sleeps with, and likes and enjoys a younger man of much younger man.
Yeah, so to me, a cougar means that you're going after younger men, that you are seeking them out, that's your taste, that you are looking to be with a younger man. But if
Right.
I'm an older woman and I get approached by younger men,
All the time.
oh,
That's what's
I don't feel like a cougar. I didn't say anything to you. I'm not chasing you, you know.
facing you, right?
Right. But there's some
But
women
you,
who
I guess, to accept and entertain and go along with it, that makes you the cougar. Not that you necessarily, I think, are the one out there doing the chasing or looking for younger men or anything like that. Because, like a lot of times, younger men are the bolder men. They are the one with the character and it's not a big deal for them to get rejected. They can accept it. Some of them can, some of them can't. But they'll come over and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Or "I saw you," whatever, whatever. Where older men might be more reluctant to approach you. So you gonna get to know who trying to get to know you.
Yeah.
I got caught up in a 13-year relationship. He was 13 years younger than me. I was about in my 40s, I guess. So I wasn't dating anybody, wasn't doing nothing. He asked for my phone number. We laughed and had a great conversation for about 45 minutes in the parking lot talking. And I gave my number like, what the hell? Didn't know that was going to turn into an 8-year relationship. I had no intentions of marrying him. He made it clear he didn't want to get married. I didn't want to get married. Wasn't looking for him to move in with me, provide and take care of me, and all that other kind of stuff. No, I was doing my thing, and I just enjoyed being with him. And we did our thing and had a great time and enjoyed each other. Would I
Yeah.
call myself a cougar? I only had one relationship with a younger man. All the other men been 15 years older. The other 2 or 3. So no, I wouldn't consider myself a cougar.
No, no, no. Um, but I probably am. Gail says that young lady's that young lady's services would not be for her. She says she can have her little stinking opinion and find someone else. Because Gail said she would just find someone else to give her money to. And you really wouldn't need to. But that there's some points that she made that are on point. And what I think it is that it means, ladies, you have to take time to take care of yourself and keep yourself up.
Together,
And
yes.
you can't just look any old kind of way and present yourself any old kind of way and think that you're going to get a man, whether he is older than you or younger than you or your age. Uh, and I'll tell you something. Uh, this person, a person who I was dating, who I was in relationship with. Really, it was a relationship. I took care of a lot of his business, and that gave me access to his email. His business is on my computer. Okay, so I can go back and forth between my email and his email. There's never anything interesting or exciting in his email except that he joined a dating site. Okay, so he was on a dating app, not Black People Meet, but some kind of black something for older people. Okay,
Mm.
Black Seniors Meet, or whatever, whatever. And I'm gonna tell you something. Because he's the man, I got to see what the women look like. So of
Mm.
course, I'm looking at the profile. I go to the profile, I'm looking at all of the women who have responded to him with interest in him for one reason or another.
I know where this is
Okay,
going.
these women, and when I saw those women, I said, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, they look like hell."
Oh my
And
God.
somebody said, "Well, you didn't get mad because your man was on the side." No, no, not with them not with them old dogs. No, no, Yeah, let me tell you something. They look terrible. Maybe one looked all right. They look terrible. And listen, I'm chubby, I'm fat, I'm whatever it is. Been that all my life. Ain't never been quote unquote fine. Maybe for a brief moment in time, maybe for a year. I might have been fine for a year in my 20s or something. Okay, never been that. Or, however, I take great care, to present myself in a certain kind of way. I'm not going. I'm not going to have a
No, if
midriff out. I'm not going to show I'm not going to show this Tootsie Roll. Okay, I'm not going to show nothing with what do you call it? Stretch marks and I'm no. You're going to find those later on your personal exploration, but no. And the terrible clothes and horrible pictures and bad wigs. The hair game is too good now for anybody to go around with an old nasty raggedy wig on. Stop it. Don't do it. Cut it out. They were
well,
no competition. They were just like no competition, not for each other and not for anybody else. And so, I see what she means when she says, "Hey, don't nobody want you. You don't look good no more. Your stuff is raggedy. You limping around or whatever it is." And but they look
well,
bad.
I,
They look bad.
yeah, I
Even if
don't
I'm
understand. I don't know how you can submit. Yeah, how you submitting pictures got on an old raggedy house dress and like you say, a raggedy wig twisted or headscarf thrown any your kind of way, no makeup and teeth missing, and you just on there. But like I say, those same women that's looking raggedy, torn down, and like a 2 or 1 to us, they the women that some of these men out there still trying to take out and get with. Because why? I don't know if they feel like they're easy target, no upkeeping, as they say, high maintenance, no maintenance woman.
low
If
maintenance.
they like the way she look when she at her worst, they like the way she look when she get dressed and put herself together. I guess I don't know. Well, that's crazy. That's crazy
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't know what that young lady's credentials are, but I didn't feel like she was somebody who I would go to seeking any kind of advice when it comes to relationships or finding a husband or becoming somebody's wife.
Right. What would make
You-
her the expert and how did she get her experience to be able to guide and counsel women on how to find a husband? Is she happily married? She looked a little dykey-ish to me, but I can't judge and can't really say. I mean, do you have experience in being married? I mean, I was married for 12 or 14 years, and I don't know if I would venture to try to give advice to women on how to find or keep a husband or anything like that.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'd be the last one to tell you. I was, married, for over 30 years. I can't tell you not at this age. I don't know
Oh, girl, it's a
anything
long time.
about getting a husband. Now, when I was 20 something, I thought I knew. I thought I knew, and I did what I thought I needed to do, and I got one, and I had one for a long time. Since then, now what I think about it is when the right man presents himself, I will know it. So I'm not
Mm-hmm.
looking. I'm not looking for a husband. Um, uh, if you want to get biblical with it, the Bible says, "The man, he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing." So when he
Finding
finds
good.
you, you are already a wife. You are already wife material. And he does the
Mm-hmm.
seeking and he does the finding. So I'm here to be found. I'm here. I'm here
Exactly.
to
I'm
be discovered.
Miss Rib. He gotta find me.
Gail, Gail is
Mm-hmm.
worse than me. Gail is worse than me. She said, uh, it sounded like she struggled to pronounce the word specifically. So no thanks. Gail, like if you can't even say specifically, you can't give me no advice. Thanks a lot. See you later.
Well, listen. Yeah, I can relate to her because I mess up a lot of words. I really do. I muck them words up real bad. I know, what I'm trying to say, but I can't articulate it always. It come out twisted or slanted a little bit. Certain words I just can't say.
Mm, mm-mm.
I do that all the time. I do it all the
Yeah,
time.
and it's okay with me, and it's all right with me. There's certain words I can't say. There's certain words that when they are linked together, I can't say them either. I get all twisted up
Hmm.
in the tongue, but and sometimes that can be a good thing. But yeah, I don't know. I think that there are many, 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 and I named some to you just right off the bat, women who we know who are over 50 and they are so fine, they would run circles around a woman who's telling you how to find a husband. These women have all of their teeth. They are fit, they're physically fit, they're financially fit,
Let me call
they
you back.
are fun and
Let me call you back.
educated and all of that kind of stuff. There's plenty of women who
Oh,
are over 50
go to
who
the magnifying glass.
there's plenty of women who are over
Hmm.
50 who are so fine and who any man would want. A younger man, an older man would be happy to
Oh,
have
okay.
any of them
Yeah.
on
Okay.
his arm.
Okay,
So,
I'll call you back.
let's not say all of them are broke down, toothless, arthritis prone, and out of shape, and all of that kind of stuff. There's a whole army of them out there just waiting patiently for the right man to present himself. And we'll know you when we see you because there's a way that a man acts when he is really truly interested in you. And I think that the key word there is act, not what he says, but what he does. There's going to be a way that he treats you. There's going to be a way that he does everything he does when it comes to you, and you're going to know that you are wanted, desired, loved, admired, and that caring for you is a pleasure and a joy for him. And that allows you, in turn, to relax in your feminine energy and be that your wonderful, submissive, supportive woman that a real man needs. So we're gonna have to talk about that submission thing maybe next week. The kind of uh,
Okay.
characteristics that a man has to have that will
Man must
make
have. Yeah.
you follow him, follow
Right.
his lead.
With ease, with pleasure, with the greatest joy. Right. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Gail said, "Oh yes, there are lots of women out there who are super fine, over 50, and who got it going on, baby." And she knows because are you over 50 yet? Well, if she's not over 50, she's on her way and she's fine. And if you're fine now, you're gonna be fine then. But you know what I'm talking about, Gail. She know exactly what I mean. There's plenty of women out there who don't have those issues. But I saw some of them old broke down horse and buggies on that dang website, and they all look like they needed a makeover. I started to tell my daughter to call all of them. You need to call every one of these women on here and tell them you can do their makeup for them. Please, God, help them if you can. Oh, she says no, but I'm looking at you. Oh, you're so sweet. I just figured out what she said. She says no.
That went right on your head. You know, I'm thinking she, on her phone, or she scrolled through something or whatever. That totally went over my head. Thank you, baby.
Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. That's a real diva.
Totally
That's a real diva for you. That's a real diva for you. Well, but yes, it's all good. And let me tell you something else. If you're a woman that is on dating sites looking for a man, I'm not lying. Them men on them dating sites, they look terrible too.
Oh no, they look terrible too.
They look horrible.
See, I tried that dating web thing. Did a profile and opened it up. I think I looked on that page maybe once or twice and swipe left. That was it. I can't do that. That's foolishness to me. I don't have the patience. Answering, you gotta wait for them to answer you back. It may take a day or two. And you answer, and they may. I want to meet somebody the old-fashioned way. I'm hey, how you doing? I'm good. I'm so and so. What's your name? Nice to meet you. That is what I want.
Yep, I'm with you when you're right.
Plain and simple.
I did it,
fancy.
and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I
can't do that dating app.
I did not like it. And they don't look good. They don't take good pictures. They so stupid. They take pictures with other women. I don't know if that's your old girlfriend, your dead wife, your sister, your cousin,
your daughter, your mama. Yeah.
Right. Oh, you take a picture with your whole. I'm not interested in your whole family. Take a picture of you. Take some full-length pictures, some pictures sitting down, some pictures showing what you like to do. That type of thing. And no bathroom pictures. No bathroom pictures. No bathroom pictures.
Pictures with kids, the grandkids.
Oh, God in heaven, help me. Oh, Lord. You're right, Gail. And some of them pictures, they look crazy as hell.
And you better believe if they looking crazy as hell in the picture, they surely following. They are just that. You better swipe left because you already see the sign. Because if I see him looking crazy, I'm like, oh no, he are.
No, he is not for me. He
don't
is
even
not
try
for
it.
Me.
Don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time. We got Kim cracking up. She says she is screaming over there. Yeah, like in the gym, in the bathroom. Oh my God, the pictures with the kids. Yuck, yuck, yuck. No, thank you. I'll pass. Or like Peggy's grandbaby likes to say. What she say? I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
How you doing, baby? I'm good. Yeah, I'm good with that. It's okay. But hey, listen, it's 10 o'clock. It's time for us to go do some other wonderful, exciting things and let you do the same. We love you so much for being a part of the show tonight. We thank you for your love and your participation. It's wonderful, and we can't wait to do it with you again next Wednesday night. Ain't that right, girlfriend Peggy?
That's absolutely right.
Girl, you look so classy with your Versace.
You nail on the head. Yes. Nice frames. Yes.
Yes, indeed. We love y'all. Have a good night.